Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for this video today because I feel like I haven't done a kind of beauty video in a while, and I'm going to talk about a brand that you guys have probably seen all over Instagram. I know I did, and I honestly thought it was too good to be true. It has really great branding and I was like, it's probably all branding. The quality's probably not great. I don't know, but I honestly ran out of deodorant. That's kind of what sparked all of this. And I thought, well, I need a deodorant anyway. I am wanting another sunscreen. So here's where it all started. So the brand that I'm talking about is Salt and Stone. So again, you guys have probably seen this really phenomenal packaging all over Instagram. They're going really hard. So I will be going into a little bit of a deep dive about the brand because I was actually really surprised by its backstory. It's really fascinating. And to be perfectly honest, the initial product that kind of inspired me to order was the deodorant. And I didn't actually know this was even a natural deodorant. To be honest, I've tried so many natural deodorants and I had run out of my Piper Y, and I just thought, I don't know. I started using just Dove again. That's not natural. And I'd kind of just given up a little bit on the natural deodorant game for the moment because I do need a little bit of a stronger deodorant, I find. And so I had no clue that this was actually a natural deodorant, but it is, which is fantastic. It's free of parabens, free of aluminum. So 10 out of 10 in terms of the ingredients. You can find all the ingredients listed on their site, and I will link all that info below. So I ordered this deodorant. I actually ordered one of their little deodorant tester sets. So it came with these 3 little guys, which honestly aren't even that little. I got the tester set because I honestly wanted to try out the different scents. They all sounded amazing, but I wasn't really sure which one that I would like the most. And I did really appreciate that they have these tester sets, because that's another thing about beauty brands is that, especially when it comes to fragrance, you don't really want to purchase a more expensive item if you're not sure how it actually smells. And so I really do like it. And I think it's very necessary when they have testers. So I bought this deodorant set. I believe it was $33, so roughly about $10 each for the deodorant. They're 1 ounce a piece, and I got 3 different fragrances: the bergamot and hinoki, the santal and vetiver, and the neroli and shiso leaf. And again, I was a little surprised about which ones are my favorites. First of all, these smell incredible. So, spoiler alert, they don't just have incredible branding on the outside, the product is incredible. It's like a clean beauty brand mixed with incredible aesthetic, mixed with Le Labo quality fragrances. It's honestly, I'm kind of shocked that we haven't really seen a brand do that thus far. I think Maison Louise Marie might be the closest, but I don't think they really specialize in as more like natural, eco-friendly ingredients as much, which again, I'll get into a little bit later. Oh my gosh, so these deodorants smell so, so good. Even my boyfriend was like, oh my God, can I have this? Like, what is that one? So I'm gonna go through each of them, my favorites, sort of in order. This one turned out to be my absolute favorite one. This is the one that I'm using now, and this is the one I'll probably order the full size one in when I finished it. I also really love these as travel deodorants. It's kind of nice that they're in a little bit of a smaller size. So this one is the neroli and the shiso leaf, and I'm not really familiar with either of those scents, but oh my gosh, this is just, it's just the best. It smells so, so good, and it really works. It really has staying power. It lasts all day long, which I haven't really found to be the case in a lot of other natural deodorants. They do say they're extra strength on the site, and honestly, they are extra strength. And so I was very impressed with that. And I also love they don't rub off on your clothes as much as you think they would. Again, if you watched my natural deodorant video from a few years ago now, I loved the beauty counter one, but oh my God, I had to stop using it because it just rubbed off on all of my clothing. I wear a lot of black, and it just wasn't cutting it after a while. I honestly just like couldn't stand it. So pretty pleased. I mean, it still is, a white deodorant, so it will rub off eventually, but it's not as aggressive as some of these other natural deodorant brands. So this one was my favorite scent. I'm pretty sure this one was my second favorite. Let me just double check though. it's really hard though. Actually, I think the bergamot and the hinoki is my second favorite, and I just love this green packaging. I mean, how gorgeous is that? Oh, it just smells so good. It's so good for spring. Oh, they're amazing. And then this is the Santal and Vetiver. They're just really luxurious, unisex. I mean, I'm blown away. I'm honestly blown away, and I'm so happy because this brand is incredible. The second product that I picked up is the Sunscreen. So they say this is a lightweight sheer daily sunscreen. It's oil-free, mineral-based lotion. This is 2 ounces. Still great for traveling, actually. It feels like it's actually more, but it's an SPF 40, which is a nice high SPF. The Beauty Pie sunscreen that I have is only 30, so it's not quite as good. I will say that this, I don't know if I'd call this a lightweight sheer sunscreen. It is, I think it's thicker. It has almost like a mineral, I wonder if I can actually put some on for you. So it does have that white minerally, you get a little bit of that cast for sure. And like it does rub in and it goes away. And it doesn't feel super heavy on my skin, but I would actually say this is more of a medium to heavy sort of sunscreen coverage. Personally, I wouldn't necessarily call it lightweight. This is a kind of sunscreen that, even though I have been wearing it every day because I've been trying to wear sunscreen more even when I'm indoors, just because I obviously have a lot of windows in my apartment. And it is comfortable to wear every day. However, I still think in terms of like a lightweight face sunscreen, I prefer my La Roche-Posay SPF 50 tinted sunscreen, which I will leave linked below. Another one that I really like, which I do think I'm going to purchase when the semi-annual Sephora sale comes up, is the Supergoop, really, because that's a very lightweight sheer one. This one, however, I still like it. I think it's going to be really great for when I go to the pool or when I go to the beach, and I really do want a heavier coverage. I sort of want that mineral cast on it, and so I do like the sunscreen. Again, this is like probably the chicest sunscreen that I've ever seen, so like 10 out of 10 on the branding there, but just a warning, it's not as like lightweight and sheer as it's saying on the website. So now let's dive into the brand a little bit, because this was actually something that I was really surprised by, and I just think it just makes me love the brand even more. So apparently, I'm reading off my computer. So apparently this brand was created by a former professional snowboarder. His name is Nima Jalali, and I don't know if you guys have ever, I've only been snowboarding a handful of times, but I do know you're out in the sun, the snow is reflecting on your face, you're sweating. I mean, you're definitely out in the elements. So I do trust someone that is outdoors often, that they would understand, and especially in terms of sunscreen or deodorants or body washes or things like that, all the things that they specialize in, that they probably know what they're talking about. Really, he's got great taste. Okay, I mean, the scents are absolutely beautiful. This is exactly what they say on the website. They say, we draw on a deep understanding of the elements, their effects on the skin and body, a desire to create beautiful products in harmony with nature, and a celebration of the all-consuming power of scent. They say each product is a careful blend of antioxidant and nutrient-rich ingredients, including seaweed, spirulina, kelp, created to protect, cleanse, support, and recover. In fact, that does remind me, I think there are probiotics in this deodorant, which is a big sort of trend in the beauty space, because that does apparently help fight odor. Another cool thing, which again makes sense with someone who is out in nature all the time, especially on mountains and whatnot, probably has a love of nature, I would guess, and that is certainly the case with this brand. They have a commitment to protecting the planet. Apparently all their package is made from upcycled ocean plastics, and they manufacture them with renewable resources such as solar and hydroelectric energy, and they have a Leaping Bunny certification, which I'm not sure what that is, but it sounds great. So yeah, it sounds like a very eco-friendly brand, and I've just been really blown away by the products. I know they've been advertising so hard on Instagram, and sometimes in my mind that makes me think, oh, it's like a too good to be true type situation, but honestly, I've been so pleased with this brand. They've only started with a few products, which I think is actually really smart from a financial perspective. They have body wash, deodorants, candles, the sunscreen, maybe a hand cream, I think might be one other. So they don't have a huge range of products. I think the next thing that I will purchase is probably a candle. They are around the like $50 mark. So again, more of that, a little bit in between Maison Louise Marie and Diptyque, but they all have great reviews. And if they smell as good as the deodorants, which a lot of them actually have the same scents, I'm all on board. So very happy to have discovered this brand. If you guys have tried like the body wash or the hand cream or a scent other than any of the scents that I've shared with you today, please let me know so I can choose wisely on my next purchase. But hopefully this helped. If you saw their ads about and you wondered if they were any good, hopefully this helped a little bit. But yeah, I'll see you all in my next video.